Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of my FIFA 18 career mode, where I'll be playing at Aston Villa. So, in case you guys didn't know, I'm an Aston Villa fan. I really fancy doing a career mode on this FIFA, because I didn't really do one at all last game. And yeah, I thought, why not, now that I've got my channel up and running, why not do a career mode and start uploading it for you guys. So I hope you enjoy this career mode. Please leave a like if you do. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And yeah, let's get on to the video. So I just made myself a Steve Bruce because why not? Current Villa manager and all that. Currently what my plan is I'm not going to show you any of the pre-season stuff because I don't really see the point. I'll be showing you the matches, transfers for example, and I'll start off showing you the objectives that I have to achieve this season. So as you can see, domestic success is the most critical objective, financial and brand exposure are high as well, with medium youth development. So I have to sign a youth player and they need to then play a part in 10 matches this season, so I think I can do that. And then I need to also sign a player for each position from my youth academy. I need to gain 13.2 million from shirt sales. Don't really know how easy or difficult that is to do on this game. No continental success because obviously I'm not in Europe. They want me to win the title, so I'll be trying to do that obviously. I'll just take promotion though. Round of 32 in the FA Cup isn't too bad, but obviously league is the priority for me. And finish the season with just over 6 million unspent in allocated funds. So that's a new, I haven't seen that condition before, so that's pretty cool. Pretty realistic as well, because Villa will ideally need to be retaining some money, some funds, a certain amount, as we've been pretty close to financial fair play recently. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Game settings wise, I am going to start on 5-minute half length just because I don't want to have it too long. I want to get through matches pretty quickly. I'm going to start on world class difficulty, which some of you might think that's pretty low. I'm at the moment on this game, I feel like legendary would be a bit too difficult to begin with, but I'm going to up the difficulty as soon as things start getting too easy. And if I get promoted, I'll be playing legendary no matter what in the Premier League. Just going to run you through my squad now. This is the 11 I'm currently going with, which is this is the exact team Villa have been playing recently in real life, apart from Yedinak in for Glenn Whelan, which I think most Villa fans would agree with would be our strongest team. I got Keenan Davis upped a bit from. I gave him a little boost. Plus, I been training him because he's been really good recently, so I wanted him to be involved in this FIFA. On the bench you can see, and the squad is pretty much exactly as you it's the exact squad in real life. I've added a few of the youngsters that actually have played a part in the first team this season. People like Jacob Bedu, who was signed in January, Issa Suleiman, Mitch Clark, the fullback, Doyle Hayes, who's been pretty good in the cup games he's played in, Callum O'Hare, who's also been pretty impressive. I've added them in. I've tried to give them as realistic a rating as I possibly could. So I've got a pretty big squad to work with. One thing I did, which I didn't even realise, was I disabled the transfer window for the first window. I was umming on whether to do that or not, because I was thinking I wanted it to be as realistic as possible to the Villa squad. I wanted to use the players they actually have, but at the same time it's a lot more entertaining having lots of transfers happening. So admittedly I made a mistake there, so I left, so there won't be any transfers to begin with, but come January that's when they will start building up. So first game of the season, we're going to go straight into the championship here. We're up against Hull City, real fixture list, so Villa actually drew this match first game. They were very good first half, pretty poor second half, ended up drawing, letting Hull come back into the game, which was disappointing. So this one I had plenty of chances, and I was rusty. I barely play against the computer. I did manage to score though, coming into the 77th minute. It was going to be our main man for this series, surely. Jonathan Carter up front. He is probably Villa's best player. Certainly the player who can do something out of nothing. So we got Jonathan Carter up front, who will likely be our top goal scorer, I would guess, at the end of the season. So first match in, we got our first 3 points of the season. Onto a League Cup game. Is it Carabao Cup this season? I think it's called. So we're playing Charlton Athletic, so wholesale changes made to the team, lots of youngsters given a chance. Steering goals, Clark and Brias the full-backs, Bedu and Samba centre-back, Doyle, Hayes and I think it was Onima in the middle. That team went way too quick for me to look, sorry. So first chance of the game came to Andre Green out wide, but good save from the Charlton keeper. I found this match, it was tricky. Charlton were much better than Hull were, I'll be honest. They didn't have a lot of chances, but the odd one or two. I had a couple of chances to win it. Ross McCormack I brought on off the bench, one of the players that I would likely sell on, but because I forgot to turn the transfer window on, he will be staying for at least half a window. So in this one, completely against the run of play, conceding in extra time. Really do not know what was happening there. The one thing on this FIFA is that I cannot defend to save my life. Thankfully though, we did manage to we actually didn't score that chance. So look, this is another thing I'm rusty at. I snapped at the chance. I could have just taken that in more, but we did get the goal eventually. Bjarnason's ball out to Callum O'Hare, and the youngster scores his first Villa goal, so that's pretty cool. As you can see, I don't know the celebration to pick the ball up though, so made a bit of a tit of myself. And this one actually went to penalties. Another thing that I have not had any practice at yet, as you can see by this first penalty, smack against the post. I had a good method for the last FIFA with penalties, but on this one, haven't sussed one out yet, haven't got a strategy. As you can see again from the second penalty, where I do exactly the same thing as I did for the first one, against the post. So pretty shocking start to this penalty shootout. Going 2-0 down against Charlton. I was going out. I really wanted to use the Carabao Cup to get to play these young players that I've added to the Villa squad, because they're not all going to get much of a chance in the league. Thankfully Scott Hogan started his penalty away, and then Jed Steer came up with a pretty decent save to make it 2-1. Goal scorer Callum O'Hare was up next. Not the best penalty, but sent the keeper the wrong way, so I'll take that. So McGuinness was actually Charlton's goal scorer. Really big run up, and you can't fault it though when you score a penalty like that. Really decent. Josh Onima was, I think he had to score to keep us in the game, which he did, thank God. But then, went to Charlton, just had to score to win the match. Dodu, I think, was Leicester, or former Leicester. Thankfully, it was a rubbish penalty. Jed Steer saves with his feet. To go into sudden death, James Bree with the first penalty of sudden death. My tactics, I didn't really have one. I'm just trying to slot them in the corners. That was my usual go-to. So James Bree did just that, thankfully. Up next was Bauer, I think it is, Charlton. Don't really know who he is. Started away though. So really nervy sudden death penalties. Bjarnason was up next. Decent penalty, probably one of the better ones. Started getting the hang of it at this point, knowing just about the right power to put on them. So Marshall had the penalty to keep Charlton in the game, which was rubbish. Right at Jed Steer, we go through with the scraping through skin of our teeth, home to Charlton. Pretty disappointing, but in the cup games, you just take a win, don't you, at the end of the day? You just take progressing. So I'm just going to show you those two matches for this first episode. I haven't really got a plan of what I'm going to include in each episode. and what I'm not. So if you let me know in the comments what you'd like me to include or what you're not that keen on seeing on career mode, I will try and do the best I can to satisfy those wishes. So that's going to be it for this one. I'll probably try and speed through this career mode. Like, I may even skip some matches just so I want to do a career mode that'll last years and years on the game, not just a quick onesies and things. So yeah, the next episode will be very soon. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already.